Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Making a difference. Rockford Public Schools looks to fill dozens of positions before school starts. One educator shares why it's so important to work with kids. Plus, we look at the sights and sounds of Rockford through the eyes of some special teenagers. The group from Ukraine continues its tour. And no more quarantine. The CDC releases new COVID guidelines just days before kids go back to school. Good evening, I'm Eric Wilson. Mimi Murphy is off tonight. Attorney General Merrick Garland breaks his silence over the FBI raid on former President Donald Trump's home. AG Garland wants a judge to unseal the search warrant. The Monday search reportedly centered around whether Trump took classified documents from the White House and didn't return them to the National Archives. Today, the Justice Department filed a motion to unseal those documents. That would make them public. It's not clear how long that process could take.
The search warrant was authorized by a federal court upon the required finding of probable cause. The department filed the motion to make public the warrant and receipt in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter.
Trump said FBI agents opened a safe in his home. He calls the search unannounced and unnecessary. Garland says Trump's attorneys were on site while agents were there and given copies of the warrant and an FBI property receipt. After days of high water, Freeport's Crepe Park is back open partially. That happened at 8 this morning. Cars can now drive on roads on Crepe's main level. Roads to Flagstaff Hill remain closed. According to the Freeport Park District, barricades are in place in several areas of the park where water levels and currents are unsafe. Crepe Park closed Monday because of flooding and dangerously fast currents. Some state line students go back to class next week. Rockford Public Schools has a few more weeks of summer left. RPS 205 administrators are using that time to make sure they have enough staff to start the year. Nikel Delgado stopped by a job fair today. Nikel, there's some bonus money available.
That's right, Eric. There are about still 100 jobs still open with a $3,000 sign-on bonus. One educator tells me that jobs are vital to helping students grow into adulthood.
It's a great job. They have great opportunities, not only for like your own personal growth, but for helping our future. Like, these kids are our future.
Natasha Striteski has been with RPS 205 for 9 years. She is a paraprofessional with the LIM Special Ed population. Natasha tells me the district has many benefits. She's already earned her associate's degree and is now working on her bachelor's so she can become a teacher at RPS 205.
They need those teachers. They need those supportive staff, the bus drivers that can get them to and from school so that they can learn, so that they can become, you know, productive adults that are able to contribute to society.
Diana Walker agrees. She's looking to join the ranks at the RPS in order to make a difference in the lives of the students.
To share their experience with children in the district. And that's what I want to be in contact with the district. So I'm looking at either substitute teaching or a paraprofessional.
Director of Recruitment at RPS 205, Jason Pope, tells me they were able to fill about 70 positions earlier this year, and they hope to be able to get more hired in the next few weeks.
Always a little nervous until school starts to see where we truly are at. But events like this and a great turnout like we have today definitely helps ease some of those fears.
Natasha encourages RPS graduates to apply, saying these support positions are vital to students' development.
They need those teachers and those supportive staff that genuinely care about the well-being of our future generations.
There's a $3,000 sign-on bonus for bus drivers, nutrition, and paraprofessionals. We have a link on how you can apply on our website at mystateline.com. Eric?
Thanks, Nikel. Here's a reminder for parents: if you still need to get any school supplies, you can pick up most things on your list a little cheaper this weekend. The Illinois sales tax holiday ends Sunday. It reduces the state's portion of the tax rate from 6.25% to 1.25%. You still have to pay local taxes. It covers traditional supplies like pens, pencils, calculators, and clothes. Ukrainian teenagers continue their tour of the state line, visiting the historic Coronado Performing Arts Center in downtown Rockford. The teens and their moms are from Brovary, that's Rockford's sister city. They're visiting the area for 2 weeks as their fathers serve in the Ukrainian military fighting Russia. One of the teens tells us she's thankful for the experience. She hopes to return the favor someday.
Because maybe someday when the war will be over, of course. Some people from Rockford are going to be in Brovary and see some great places, amazing places, because we also have brilliant culture and also churches, a lot of churches actually. So I hope some of us or all of us are going to be there.
The group's checking out different restaurants and even played a soccer game against the Rockford Raptors. The families are set to return to Ukraine next week. Rockford Promise got a big donation this morning. 130 Dickerson and Neiman realtors raised $10,000 for the scholarship program. Rockford Promise provides full ride scholarships to Rockford Public School students to go to RVC, Rockford University, and NIU. There are currently 300 active Promise scholars. Gas prices continue to drop. Democrats give credit to their plan for reducing inflation. Republicans argue that's not the case. Anna Warnicki is keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
It's good news for drivers. On Thursday, AAA reported the price for a gallon of regular gas stood at $3.99, the first time it's dropped below $4 since early March.
For a lot of drivers, that's real money. That's money in their pocket, money that they can spend on other things.
White House economic advisor Heather Bouget says falling gas prices are proof that the president's plan to address inflation is working.
The president has been focused on all the different things that all the levers he can pull to help address rising costs for families.
Bouget says all eyes are on Congress to provide more relief. On Friday, the House will return to Washington to vote on Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act.
We've been called back for a very important reason.
Massachusetts Democrat Jim McGovern says the $740 billion package fights climate change and lowers health care costs.
It will extend affordable health coverage to 13 million people, cap seniors' yearly out-of-pocket drug costs at $2,000 per year, and cap insulin at $35 per month for Medicare beneficiaries.
But Republicans say the bill will actually drive up costs.
All it is tax and spending. It's just throwing more money at a problem where this administration has shown that they've failed.
Lawmakers are scheduled to vote on the bill when they convene tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., and the bill is expected to pass. For now, in Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki. Back to you.
The CDC relaxes its COVID-19 guidelines. The agency's dropping the recommendation Americans quarantine if they come into close contact with an infected person. And the CDC's ending its guidance for schools to perform routine daily testing. Agency experts still recommend masks, but only where community transmission is high or if a person is considered at high risk of severe illness. The changes are driven by statistics that show an estimated 95% of American teens and adults have some level of immunity. Celebrate the women of baseball by binging on the Rockford Peaches all weekend. Plus, if you're not faired out, the Illinois State Fair opens its gates. We've got a preview coming up.
Next couple of days look to be pretty nice for some local fairs ongoing here. That'll take us through the weekend. Temperatures today up to 80 degrees. Nice night to get out tomorrow. We do feature a little more cloud cover. Find out the impact that can have on our temperatures. All coming up here in your most trusted forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Rockford Peaches are back, this time on the small screen. Amazon's new online series, A League of Their Own, premieres tomorrow. It's based on the popular 1992 movie. It follows the Peaches players, highlighting their contributions to the game as well as their lives in the 40s. The show has 8 episodes. And if you want to continue a Peaches in-person binge this weekend, don't forget about the fan trail. GoRockfordPeaches.com has a downloadable map that takes you across the city to some of the sites that would have been important to the players. That includes the Old Faust Hotel, Sinisippi Park, Coronado Theater, and obviously Bayer Stadium. The Illinois State Fair is officially open with food and fun, and for the first time in 3 years, the Twilight Parade is back. First, COVID led to the whole fair getting canceled in 2020. Then last year, a big storm caused organizers to cancel the parade, but people lined the streets in Springfield today. Many say it was good to be back.
Probably today. Today's my favorite part because that's when all the adrenaline's going, nobody's feet are hurting yet, everybody's in a really good mood. The weather, thank goodness, is going to cooperate with us, I think, for the most part.
The theme of this year's state fair is Grow With Us. It's a pun on the focus on farming and agriculture at the fair, but it's also about the state trying to grow after the pandemic. We had a very comfortable August day. Temps stayed in the 70s for most of the day. Candace is back after the break. She's looking ahead to the weekend and will let us know when we could see some rain.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, things have been pretty quiet for us here for much of this afternoon following that cold front that came through. Actually, a beautiful August day, comfortable too. Now, ahead of that front early this morning, we had a little more cloud cover out there. Actually made for a beautiful sunrise. Have to say thank you to Dennis for sharing this picture of the sun coming up here on the horizon. As the sun's light kind of goes through a longer distance through the atmosphere, you get more scattering of that light, so that red and that orange hue kind of working to show through. And you've also got a little reflection there off of the cloud cover. Another picture coming in from this morning from David Klein. Absolutely gorgeous there. You see the sun peeking just a little above the cloud cover. So thank you for sharing in those photos. Weather at WTVO.com is where you can share those weather pictures. We see a little more cloud cover. Well, actually a lot more cloud cover work in as we go through the afternoon tomorrow. A live look with our SkyTrack camera out in Rochelle. Things are pretty quiet. Some fair weather cumulus clouds popping up following that cold front that came through early today. Temperatures have been very comfortable in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. We actually bumped it right back up to 80 in Rockford. That's our high so far. 78 in Freeport, 77 in Dixon, and 76 now our temperature in Rochelle. Same thing there in DeKalb. We've had a little more cloud cover on the west horizon across the Mississippi River, thanks to some ongoing showers and thunderstorms that have been kind of moving across parts of Minnesota, Iowa, and then back through central and southern Illinois. All of this activity going to stay to our west and south through the night tonight. This actually lining up along where that cold front sits. So as that front works to the south, it kind of kinks back up here to the west. That's also right underneath the northwest flow of our jet stream. We've got a ridge of high pressure out over the west, so a little more warmth. You've got a dip here in the jet stream across the western Great Lakes and then up through the northeast. In between, you've got those showers and thunderstorms that are coming through. This is what we call and referred to as northwest flow in the jet stream. So with that pattern kind of holding tight here these next several days, it keeps a lot of that heat blocked off to our west. So temperature is a little more on the comfortable end. You may notice humidity going up a little more Friday night into Saturday, just as temperatures begin to warm. But we watch kind of where that jet stream sets up because it does inch a little closer to us during the afternoon tomorrow. So we get an increase in cloud cover and then a small, very small chance for a shower or maybe a sprinkle or two tomorrow afternoon. But the general pattern for much of the country favoring a higher probability here for below average temperatures that would take us through next week into the following week. And then you've got a higher probability for above average rainfall here out over the west. No big signal for above or below locally. And really, when we look at our rain chances, they look pretty slim here, even going into the weekend. Even though we do have a couple of rain chances here and there, nothing significant on the horizon. You will see more cloud cover though throughout the day tomorrow. That is going to have a little more of an impact on our temperature actually. That could keep some spots in the low 70s for tomorrow afternoon. So a bit cooler than what we've been here and what we've been accustomed to these last couple of days. Small chance for a shower Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Same thing going into the first half of the day on Saturday. Another cold front then comes in on Sunday. So 55 degrees for us tonight. Temperature tomorrow up near 76. Mostly cloudy skies for the afternoon and then that slight chance for a shower during the afternoon and evening. Wouldn't cancel any plans if you got some outdoor things going on. 84 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday. Eric will stay on either side of that 80-degree mark going into next week, and our overnight lows back down into the 50s.
Not too much activity on that entire 7-day. Looks good. Thanks, Candace. Scott Leber's in next with sports. A former boxing champion from Rockford is ready to jumpstart his career again. We'll get the athlete's thoughts on that.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
One of the most accomplished amateur boxers in Rockford history is making a comeback. Angel Martinez is working his way back into boxing shape downtown at the Patriots Boxing Club. And as a youth, Martinez was a USA National Junior Champion, a National Junior Olympic Champion, and a National Silver Gloves and Golden Gloves Champion. But shortly after graduating from Auburn in 2018, he walked away to focus on college and other pursuits. Now at age 22, he's back at it. And this Saturday, Angel has his first fight since returning. He'll fight downtown outdoors at the Rockford Market Pavilion. That'll be one of 18 fights that's part of the Rockford Boxing Classic.
So are you coming back just for the fun of it, just to kind of see if you're still interested, or are you diving back in head first serious about boxing again?
I mean, it's definitely fun, but I'm not doing it for the fun of it. I mean, I love the sport. I've always loved the sport. I don't have a goal right now, exactly what I want to do. I just want to be, I have the objective to be the best person or the best me I can be with no limitations. I just want to be as, whatever comes with it, but I just want to be the best I can be.
You look pretty darn good to me for a guy who hasn't really been in the ring much lately. Yeah. How long do you think it might take you to get back to a pretty high level?
I spent about 6 months getting in shape, in physical shape, but boxing shape and regular shape are two very different things. So past couple months, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I don't think 2 months I've been in the ring sparring fully, but I'm going hard, and I think probably another half a year before I'm back to where I was, I think.
And what's it mean to you to be able to work with Angel again and to see him back in the ring?
Oh, it's exciting to have him back. I want the best for him. If he wants to come and box, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be in his corner to box. He joined the National Guard. He's a young adult right now. He's got life going on, and he wants to come back. He's a young guy. He's still got a lot of potential in the sport, and we're here to support him.
I am anxious to see how Angel does. He is working hard. The Rockford Boxing Classic again will be this Saturday night at the City Market Pavilion. The first fight will start at 5. It'll run until about 9 p.m. And get this, it's free. Just bring a lawn chair and check out the action. All right, another loss for the White Sox today in Kansas City. They had 14 hits but managed only 3 runs. Dylan Cease took the loss despite pitching well. And another high school football two-a-days coming up at 6, the Rochelle Hubs. That's sports. We'll be right back.
First Warning Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Skies will stay dry here as we go through the night tonight, but you'll notice a little more cloud cover moving in after midnight and then kind of increasing as we go through the morning tomorrow. That'll leave us with a mostly cloudy sky for much of tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures down as a result. Small chance for a light shower tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Temperatures back into the low 80s for Saturday, but then we see those numbers cool, falling a little bit below that average. Upper 70s, low 80s by next week.
Thanks, Candace, and thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.